The pink lady herself. What have you got to say for yourself?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Goes all quiet when the camera comes out. So, I knew you were going to do that.
So I'm having a lovely morning, looking at the view out the window. Weather's a little bit inclement, so just checking out what my little boat looks like, and then this comes into vision.
Inclement. Slightly inclement.
And there we
It's
are.
absolutely down. So we've got to get to Hawkesbury Junction today, irrespective, whatever, because we've got somebody picking us up from there tonight. So someone has to do it. Someone also has to cook all the breakfast first and then has to do this. Meanwhile, somebody's sat there on
Just in case you're getting a bit bored.
comfy settee, getting ready for a morning of leisure whilst Captain Ahab battles the seven seas. So yeah, goodbye to a very rainy Atherstone, and I've got about a 4-hour run now to Hawkesbury Junction. So this hat no longer looks like a cowboy hat, it looks like something Paddington Bear would wear. Hey ho. Could perhaps have marmalade sandwiches for lunch if Mrs. Lumsden bothers her backside to actually supply me with any form of catering today. Any form of anything today would be useful. But here we go, off into the wilderness on what is supposed to be becoming an ever worsening day. So the sooner I get to Hawkesbury, the better. So the rain has calmed down a little bit. So look who's joined me.
Morning.
The pink lady herself. What have you got to say for yourself?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Goes all quiet when the camera comes out. So, I knew you were going to do that.
I knew that you knew that I was going to do that.
So this place up here, I think the last time I came through, it's probably getting on to 2 years ago. This was like a new marina that they were building just on the right after this bridge. And I remember thinking, well, they were planting it up really nicely, and it looks beautiful now, just looking ahead. I'm intrigued to see how it's matured. But I remember thinking at the time, if I wanted to be in a marina, that would be the sort of place I'd like to go. I think it's Mansetta. Looks a bit bland now. A strange feeling that it's all below us. And it's not because it's not a lot, but we feel higher than that, don't we? Do you know what I mean? Does it feel like we're higher up? It's a trick of the eye, I think, the way the rest of the land's going. It's not as nice as I thought it was going to be. All this lovely stuff here fooled me to think, oh, that's going to be lovely.
Really picked it up now. They do that because people that live there are like, oh,
No, it's still maturing, I guess, isn't it? It's still maturing. It's a nice spot, though. It's a nice spot. Sorry, Mansetta Marina. I didn't mean to give you a poor review. I don't know you, of course. Just going off the visuals. Keep up the good work. We're doing it. We're crashing on through. We're about, about an hour out of Hawkesbury now. So it's been a blustery old morning, it's got to be said. Surprisingly, seen a few boats. It shocked me. I thought I was the only idiot out here today. So, but it's been all right. And Mrs. Lumpton's been very well behaved. She supplied me with a coffee with whiskey in it, which is a great tonic, which is why I've probably got a little glow about me at the moment. So it's the wind's getting up though now, so I'm hanging onto this brolly for dear life. The sooner we can get to Hawkesbury, the better, because the forecast is an ever worsening situation. Tomorrow's even worse, so at least we won't be here tomorrow. We're at a party tonight, tomorrow night, and we've got things to do during the day tomorrow. So, and then we'll be back on the boat Sunday morning, cracking on for Oxford. We want to be in Oxford by about next Thursday. So, all being well, should get plenty of footage done. So I'm going to carry on, and I'll see you when I get to Hawkesbury. One of the first things that you see when coming into Hawkesbury Junction is the wonderful pump house just on the right there. And then we're into and through the old stop lock chamber. So if we were to carry on straight down there where the blue boat is, that would take us directly into Coventry city centre. But we're going to do a left and we're going to go under the impressive Iron Bridge, which is actually some 180 years old now and was manufactured at the Britannia Foundry in Derby. I often wonder how something of this size was delivered back in the day, but I guess by boat. Would it have been delivered in sections? I don't know. Answers in the comments, please. And there's the wonderful side to the Greyhound pub as well, next to the Swan at Fradley, probably one of the most photographed pubs on the network. Of course, once upon a time, this gap that links the Coventry Canal to the North Oxford Canal didn't exist. These two canals actually ran parallel for quite a few miles into Coventry, as the two warring companies refused to give up their right to be able to access Coventry city centre. See my earlier vlog from about 18 months ago that goes into a bit more detail on this strange, bizarre situation. And here we are now at Sutton Stop, the silly little lock that drops the water by a mere 6 inches. All that water to play in, but the ducks would rather dabble about in a puddle. Go figure. So we got to Braunston. It was a long day. It was a long day. Here we are, we're moored right by the junction. There's the lovely famous bridges. Just there, see them now. But off towards Oxford tomorrow, so I'm just going to reverse up tomorrow, up there, and then off down that bit of cut. Had a wonderful Sunday dinner at the Admiral Nelson up at Lock 3, so it's about 3/4 of a mile walk from where we are here, but it was worth it. Oh God, it's beautiful. Belly of pork, oh, just wonderful. Thank you, Wayne from Narrowboats Spudley, for pushing us in that direction. Fantastic.